God. Ask God.
Hi Scott, my name is Leo and I'm currently residing in Doha, Qatar. I love what you're doing with the podcast and I really believe that the amount of help and resource that you're putting out there will come back to you 100-fold. So keep doing what you're doing and God bless your heart for that. Alright, so I just got my samples today and I'm just about getting ready to take the next step. Thinking about going heavy on PPC when the proper time comes, but as I was browsing through my competitors' pages, I noticed that the sponsored ads of similar products are way over 10 pages already. So my question is, if I run a similar PPC on that particular keyword, what could be the chances that my ads would land on the first page? Alright, so thanks Scott. Hope to hear a very insightful answer from you and sorry about the noise. That's my daughter playing around while I'm doing the recording. And she's actually one of the reasons why I decided to go into private labeling. So thanks. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
Hey, Leo, thanks so much for the question. And it is a really good question. And I think it's going to be a very easy answer to go ahead and answer this for you. So hopefully it'll help you. Okay, to understand that sponsored ads, your Amazon PPC, pay-per-click, however you want to title it, where we can pay to be shown is really, there's two different things that come into play for you to show up on page one, okay? Number one, the very first thing is relevancy, okay? If you're going for a keyword, okay, garlic press, let's say, we've never used that as an example before, have we? Garlic press? I'm being funny. So let's just say that you want to rank for garlic press, but there's other people that are on that page, but you don't have garlic press in your listing, right? Or in your title or in your bullet points or anywhere that, where they can see it, or even in your keywords in the back end, then they're not going to rank you even if you throw $100 per click on that. Just not going to happen because they need it to be relevant. They need to compare the keyword to your listing. So that's the first thing, okay? Most of us, if we're selling a garlic press, we're going to have a garlic press in our title, right? So that's not going to be the problem. Second part is cost per click. And the easiest way to get on first page is just bid the highest. That will push you to page one. Now, one problem with that, if it takes you $5 to get on first page and then you have a brand new listing and your listing still needs to be improved, either with pictures or with reviews or any of that stuff, you may start getting some clicks and they might not convert. So that is a problem. But here's the thing. Here's what I like to tell people to do in the beginning, okay? And depending on what type of product you're going after or category, if you're doing the 10 by 10 by 1 strategy, which I've talked about in a past episode, is, they're very, low competition usually. So your cost per click doesn't need to be crazy. But what I would like to see done, and this is what I do personally, is if I want to rank for that keyword and I've got enough reviews, I figure if I've got, like 5 or 10 reviews and I want to really advertise my product in front of that audience right away, like day one, then I need to put a starting bid of like $5, right? And if I do that, then I'm going to see right away if I'm getting first page results and first position results. If I am, then I know that that's what it takes to get on top. Now, what I would do next is I would go backwards. Now I would go and lower it to $4 and I'd see if I still rank number one. If I do, then okay. Now, next day, maybe I would go to $3 and see if I still rank, okay? And I would keep going backwards. Now, some people have said to go the other way. Start off at 50 cents. If you don't get any impressions and any clicks, increase it to $1. If you don't get any impressions and clicks, go to $1.50 and then keep working your way up that way. It's a little bit of a, I don't want to say safer way because you can put a budget on it. If you put a budget of $20 and you bid $5, you get 4 clicks, you're out of budget, right? That's the worst case. But what you're also going to know, and I've done this, I did this in the very beginning, is I bid like $4 and I was getting clicks, but I wasn't paying $4. I was paying about $1.60, right? So then I knew that I needed to be at least $1.60 to be number one. Now, here's the other thing that'll come into effect. you might notice that during the day, your cost per click needs to be higher than it does at night. So one of my friends and colleagues, what they do is they have two different campaigns, one for morning, one for evening, and then they'll turn one on and off. And then this way here, you can reach different audiences at different times, but you have to go in and manually do that, or you can hire someone to do that. But that's a little bit, further down the line. But those are the main things that you need to consider when wanting to rank number one in the advertising spots. Now, Amazon just rolled out mid-page sponsorships now. So you may have seen this, where now they're actually placing you in the middle of the listing pages, which is brilliant. And I think that's going to convert even better. But people are going to be paying a lot of money to be there. So then it's going to come down to how much is it going to cost to be there? How well is your product converting? And so on. So that should give you, I guess, a little bit of, some recommendations and also an insights as far as how it works and really what you can do to land yourself on that page. But also just keep in mind here, and I've talked about this extensively in past episodes, is it's not always about the main keyword that's going to get you sales. It's really going after those long tail or the obscure type keywords. And those are the ones that I really love to dig and research and find and test, because those are diamonds in the rough. Those are ones that you can rank for very inexpensively and really convert even better than sometimes the main keyword. So just another thing to think about. If anyone has not listened to that, I will leave the links in the show notes, of course. But the one that is about the 3 campaigns that I initially usually start with, that can be found at theamazingseller.com/PPC. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com, and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session, and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. But what I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys